Hello and welcome back to Clucky Painters Projects. So the last video we looked at this box for the sander that I had built. But this time we're going to throw that aside and we're going to look at one of the very first projects I ever built was this. It's a handmade traditional style toolbox. I had no toolbox and I had no hand tools at the time. And this is just kind of what I came up with. I was watching Wrangler Star at the time. I don't watch him that much anymore. He talks just too much in some of his videos. So I do watch him a little bit, but you know how it goes. So I got some of this design off him. Back when I built this, I got I think it's just furniture grade pine, and I got it in B&Q, and I didn't know at the time to, sight your wood, check for twist and warp. And this stuff was really bad. Really bad. I had to sand it there. You can see it gets real thin. You can even still see a bit of warping in it. Where it's thick there and thin there, where I had to sand and sand. Anyways, I had to make it. I made it with finger joints. Right there. I think one or two of them, because I messed it up a little bit by doing the grain this direction. If I'd done it the other direction, it would have been a lot stronger, but the wood wasn't that thick that I had bought. So I would have had to rip it down and re-glue it and everything, and I just wasn't doing that. So I had one or two finger joints break on me. I can't remember where they are. I glued them back pretty good. Could be on the other side. Take a look. No. There's one. Focus. There's one. It was glued back together, but it's eventually going to kind of start to kind of separate itself. Anyways, let's get into it. So there's a walnut handle on it that I turned on the lathe. I think it's around 32 millimeters. I used some walnut little wedges here just to hold the handle in place. I haven't used it in quite a while. I got a cantilever toolbox now because I'm in college and I need all my tools and I don't want them to get stolen, so at least I can lock the cantilever box. But I used some wedges for this. The handle is very tight. It's a good fit. There's one divider. As you can see, it's in crooked because of my bad measurements. That hole there I drilled for a bradawl because I don't want to get it all broken, and the tip on it's going to get in shit if I leave it inside the toolbox. There's two dividers, one down the middle and one there just to separate up the smaller bits. It just about fits a full-size handsaw. It's a nice design. I like it. I literally just used a bucket to round this to get this this radius here and this here. Just two different size buckets, I think it was. Very simple. I didn't have any tools that I have now when I was doing this project. I didn't have any of these fancy, lovely Stanley chisels. You know, these are very nice chisels. Anyways, enough about the chisels. What I really want to get into is this. Would I recommend you building one of these? Definitely. It's a lovely toolbox. It's very strong. It's nice and portable. It's not that heavy. People say, oh, wooden toolbox is too heavy, you know. But you get a big plastic toolbox and it's just, there's not a whole lot of a difference. Pine tends to be fairly light. The walnut handle, of course, adds a bit of weight, but I wanted a good strong handle. I housed the bait into it inside. Probably just see it there. My housing wasn't done too well. It was all done with a chisel. I didn't have a router at the time, so please don't hate on my joinery. The dividers are all housed in together as well. They were put in before the base went in, so they sit up into it, and then the base was put in, so they're never going anywhere. No way. It's finished, the same finish as this box here, just the outdoor satin varnish. This project altogether probably set me back about €50, maybe, if even that, on glue, wood, and I got the walnut for free from college. Labor, there was a bit of labor in it, as I didn't have any power tools or anything that way, but it was a lovely project, and I would recommend anyone that's looking to build a small toolbox that's easy to build, doesn't take too much skill, that's just kind of getting into carpentry like myself. This is a great little project to get at. Finger joints are lovely, easy, very easy joinery to do. I was too bloody scared to even touch a dovetail at the time, so this is what I stuck with. It's a nice toolbox, turned out well. It's as it is for practical use. It's a little bit beat up. I'll be using it once I get out of college again. What I would recommend is, when you're buying your wood, do sight it. Try and get some fairly good stuff. If you want to use oak or anything that way, that would be great, but it's expensive. That's why I just went for pine. It's cheap and cheerful. But anyway, guys, if you want to see some more of this stuff, once again, leave a comment, give it a like, maybe subscribe, helps me out a bit, you know. We'll get some more stuff coming to you. Maybe this workbench that you're seeing right here, this beautiful baby. Pretty sexy, right? Inspired by Paul Sellers. Anyways, maybe we'll get that into a video if you want to see it. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. That's Clucky Painters Projects.